Welcome everyone. What you need to know right now is today's timeless pick a card. Today we have three options. Option 1, fluorite. Option 2, rhodonite. And option 3, citrine. Timestamps are in the description box. Pause the video now if you need more time to choose. See you at your option. Welcome fluorite. This is your reading. So, what you need to know right now. So there's something about the number 24 that could be relevant to you. 2 plus 4 is a 6, so something about the number 6 as well. I just heard June 24th could be significant. I'm also hearing June 6th. You could have Taurus or Libra in your chart. Fluorite is a crystal all about clarity and focus and purity. So there's something about maybe you're having difficulties focusing or concentrating at this time. It could be that you identify with someone having some kind of attention deficit or inability to concentrate. Well, you know, fluorite is a crystal that helps. Actually, I do have a fluorite here. I'm going to open the frame here. I'm going to zoom out so you can see the fluorite I have here on the table. I actually have two. So this one is green fluorite, and this one is also green fluorite. So they're different shades of green, but I have two of them right here. Come to think of it, it's funny. But anyway, these crystals, having them around do help you focus and concentrate. So maybe that's something you're wondering, which crystals would help me focus. So that's one. It's a great crystal for students who are studying for exams and people who have difficulty concentrating. On another note here, I'm seeing what you need to know right now is that you're about to gain a lot of clarity. Now, I don't know if it's in this reading specifically or in your life soon. We're going to find out more. But there's a sense here of maybe your thinking process has been quite cluttered. I do see a decluttering of your thinking. So any kinds of thoughts that are holding you back or weighing you down or stopping you on your tracks, anything that's pulling you back and becoming this obstacle between what you want to create in your life, where you want to go, who you want to be, what you want to do. However your mind has been cluttered and pulling you back, there's either a need for you to declutter the negative thinking, to start detoxing this negative thinking, to start weeding out thoughts that are only holding you back. Or maybe this is something you're already doing. If you're doing this, keep going. If you're not doing this, it's time for you to really select the kind of thoughts you allow. And I know for a lot of you, you're saying, oh, that's the most difficult thing for me, is to think differently. But you know, it's not that difficult if you first of all, if you're aware that your negative thoughts are actually spells. The things that we think are the things that we create. If you go from that starting point and you ask yourself, what kind of thoughts do I have? How do I think of myself? How do I think of the world? How do I think of what I'm, what I'm worthy of receiving? What is available to me? So if you think in terms of the world being this place, or the universe being this place that is only takes from you, that drains you, that isn't generous to you and is only generous to other people, like you're always getting the short end of the stick. Like, of course, that doesn't mean that hasn't been your experience so far. But what I'm saying is that you can change your experience at any given time. Okay, by changing the way you think, you're changing the frequency you're putting out. Hence, you're changing your vibrational field altogether. And when you change your vibrational field, you start matching the frequency of the things that you do want to attract. So our thoughts, for some of us, because especially if you're like an overthinker, it's here's the thing, it's the easiest thing for you to do, and it's the hardest thing for you to do, because you do spend a lot of time in your thoughts. And if you are trained to think a certain way, either because it was taught to you or because your parents or your family used to think that way, and they pass this on generation to generation, this way of thinking that you have to work very hard to make very little, or there's never enough, or you're always going to be poor, that kind of thinking, I don't even like to say it, but you kind of have to say, no, wait a second, I'm going to be the one breaking this generational karma and this ancestral karma by thinking differently. Oh, but you're delusional. Okay, well then let's be delusional. If being delusional is what gets me to thinking that this is possible, then I'll be the delusional one. And then you guys are going to see how the Delulu here was actually able to create a different reality for themselves and for you guys as well. Because once you do break that generational karma and that ancestral trauma, guess what? You are able to heal people before you and people who come after you, right? In the lineage, whatever that may be. Now, this could also be friends. This could be whoever's around you. And once you do this, it's like the butterfly effect. It starts infecting everything and everyone around you. So I do see you being at the center of this change. And all you got to do is, no matter what your circumstances are, those circumstances do not matter. What matters is what you say to yourself. And the most effective way of manifesting a different reality is by thinking affirmatively in the present tense, and very positively. If you say, I don't want this, guess what? The universe does not hear the negatives. Anything that's a no, a don't want, it's all negative. So it's all void to the universe, right? It's empty, it's nothing really. So if you're saying words that mean nothing, such as no, nothing, never, I don't want, I don't, that's all negations. And the universe, when you communicate with the universe, when you're thinking you're communicating with the universe doesn't hear the no and the don't, they hear the rest, because those words are void. It's like they don't exist. And so if you're saying, I don't want to be poor, the universe is saying, I want to be poor. That's what the universe hears. So if you want to manifest positively, you, instead of saying, I don't want to be unhappy, say, I am happy. I am very happy. I'm super happy right now, right this minute, all the time. I'm always happy. I'm always wealthy. I always have enough money. I always have more than enough. I always have so much money to help myself, to help other people, to live a comfortable, peaceful life with, where I sleep well, even for me to find the positive words is difficult, because I keep going back to with no worries. Again, no worries means worries, right? Because you're saying no. So you always have to find the positive in those positive affirmations. And if you find it hard to change your thoughts just by thinking, the most effective way, there's 2 ways you can do this. Well, 3 actually, and there could be more. You tell me in the comments. But one is visualizing while you say these things. The second one is actually, there's 4 as far as I can fathom right now. One is visualizing yourself in that reality that you are affirming in the present tense positively. The other one is, so the visualizing is feeling as if you already are in that reality, feeling as if you already have all these things, feeling how you would feel if you had all these things. The other one is to write it down as you're thinking it. You write it down several times, scripting, right? I am happy, I am wealthy, I'm always happy, I'm always healthy, I'm always whatever you want to write down. And you can also say it out loud several times a day. So there's several ways you can do this. Yeah. And if you can come up with more, please share in the comment section. I know there are a ton more ways of manifesting. But if you, let's say, one day you script, the other day you say it out loud, the other day you visualize, the other day you feel, or you can do all at once while you're scripting, you're saying it out loud, you're visualizing, and you're feeling it. If you can do that, well, wonderful. And it's like, it takes 7 weeks to break or make new habits. So if you have a bad habit of self-sabotage in the form of negative self-talk, you can change that in 7 weeks, but you do have to do the work. So you do have to take the daily time to really do this on a daily, right? And do it as many times. You say this out loud, you write it down, you feel it, you visualize it enough that you already feel it. And when you have that feeling with you, then you can go about your day. I do have a free affirmation meditation to raise your vibration here on the channel. I'll leave that as a suggestion in the top, here at the top, at the end of the reading. There's this little box you can click on as a suggestion. You can watch that video for 30 to 90 days, mornings and nighttime. So as you wake up and as you go to sleep, for better results. It's only a 22-minute and 22-second investment of your daily time, 11 minutes in the morning, 11 minutes at night, and that's it. And of course you can play it as many times as you want, but I think that would be really helpful. So for some reason you needed to know that right now, pile number 1 with the fluorite. Also, I feel you're going to become crystal clear through this process of manifestation. I think the main clarity that you're going to gain is, first you're going to decide what it is exactly you want to manifest. And once that happens, it will be a lot easier for you to know what you're asking for and to be very, very specific with the details. All right. We have the infinite. Of course, that makes a lot of sense, right? I mean, the possibilities become infinite for you once you learn once you train your mind into positive thinking. For some reason, I have a blocked left ear, so someone here could have a blocked left ear. So I feel this means that you're having some difficulty right now listening to the universe, or listening to downloads that it's like blocked. Your clear audience could be blocked in some way, shape, or form. And mine is blocked right now on the left ear, like physically blocked. So there could be something here where you're refusing to listen to something or to someone, or you're tired of listening to the same thing and you're blocking your energy off. If there's someone who is in your ear, only now as I'm saying this is in blocking, it's interesting. So if there's someone who's in your ear telling you things that are negative, stop listening to those people. Also, stop listening to people whose lives you don't really want to imitate, okay? So you could be getting advice from people you don't really... It's not that you don't respect them, but they're not exactly living the life that you want to live, so why would you take advice from them? That's another thing here. Where you're headed, guys, is toward infinite possibility. And by infinite, I mean limitless. But infinite is a much better word than limitless, because limitless has the word limit in it. So it's still a negation of limit. So of the word... It's still, the word limit is still there, and limitless means less is the negative. So by saying limitless, you're still limiting yourself. So infinity of possibilities, infinity of opportunities, infinity of experiences, abundant infinity. That's the energy I see you moving toward, and that's the mindset I want you guys to be in if you want to attract abundance and the experiences that you truly want in your life. We have the number 49 associated to the infinite there, so that could be an important number for you, and the number 4. But with the number 4, it's telling me that you're still somehow confining yourself. And it's time to break free from the confinement of doing things. There's 2 things with the number 4 here. There's a need for structure when it comes to reorganizing the way you think, when it comes to reprogramming your mind, right? But once you have your mind reprogrammed, it's like a program, so it's like a routine. With the number 4, that's all about routines that you're setting in your life. Once you have that routine, once you're disciplined about it, once you're trained your brain to think positively, then you're free to dream up all possibilities, infinite possibilities, okay? We have the stone here, and so we have the number 50, 60... 65, 67. The number 67 could be relevant to you. Is that the number 67? Yeah, that's the number 67 could be relevant to you. So there's something about a certain structure and a certain way that you're used to seeing life, or you see life, or you think life should be, that is like almost, you feel like it's set in stone. So you're listening to what I'm saying and you're saying, but you know, I'm so set in my ways, or people around me are so set in their ways. And it's like I'm in this stone structure where nothing can move. Everything's just so predetermined. I'm so anchored in this reality. I'm so committed to this. I'm loyal. I like to be present. But at the same time, there's something here that's weighing you down, that's holding you back, and it just feels lifeless in a sense. It feels like nothing is moving. And you know, you're someone who you like to know what you can rely on, who you can rely on. You like to be reliable and dependable. But there's something here that needs to be transformed out of the structure with a new structure. So you need to find a new structure that is not holding you back, that is not weighing you down, that you can still commit to, that you can still rely on, but it allows you to move and change and evolve as a human being, rather than keeping you stuck in the same reality here. Okay. So let's see. We have Neptune, clouds of confusion, right? Libra, and balanced scales. And we have the number 6 and 6th house. Again, about structure, your daily structure. So you could have Pisces, Virgo, or Libra in your chart. But again, it's like you're dealing with some kind of confusion, and what's confusing you are these negative thoughts, these beliefs that have been passed down, and they somehow have been ingrained in your subconscious for a very long time, and it's going to take some discipline, some work to find a balance between what you were taught, how you grew up, what you believe, and what you should be telling yourself, what you should be believing, so that you have a better experience in life altogether. So it's about putting in the practical work so that you can find a balance between what you can imagine and what you can create in this world. What is reality, and what is the reality that you can create? Because you have dreams and you know that there's more to life, but it takes like almost using your body in a way that, in a routine that is different from the routines that you've been using, in a way that serves you metaphysically, serves you spiritually, by taking practical steps of doing the disciplined work of training yourself to use your body to think differently by all the means that I stated before. Okay, what do you need to know right now, Tarot? Well, you need to know that your dreams can really come true, and the potential here is for you to live the life that you want to live, have the things you want to have your wishes fulfilled. Okay, you need to know that it is possible for you. The possibility really is infinite. But 3 of Swords, you keep yourself in pain. Now, you can say it's not my fault. It probably not your fault. Most likely not your fault. The way you are now, the way you think now could be, it's not your fault. But what you do with the information that you're getting now is what's going to make all the difference moving forward. And so that's where the focus needs to be. Exactly. 2 of Wands. Make a different plan for your future. It doesn't matter what happened in the past. It doesn't matter what you believe. You can believe differently. But you need to have a plan, a strategy. How am I going to move forward to start creating a different reality? Page of Voices. You could have Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius in your chart, but do some research. Ask yourself, practice what kind of manifestation method works for you, and really, before you negate it, before you deny its efficacy in your life, just try it, right? Just give it a try. Give it 7 weeks and see what happens. Learn as much as you can. The Muse of Emotions, King of Cups. You could have Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio in your chart. Allow yourself to dare to live the life that you love, to ask for the things that you want in life, to live the meaningful life you want to live, okay? But with the Eight of Cups being here, it really takes walking away from certain ways of thinking, certain ways of speaking of yourself and of the experience that you can have. So it could be that you're sabotaging and you need to walk away from observing other people from the outside, and you need to start living the life that you want to live. You need to start participating in your own life and creating it, because you are co-creating all the time. It's just that you need to be aware that you're not alone in this, and you can use spirit and the universe to co-create with you. I just noticed we have a beetle here. So there's immense potential for you of luck and abundance in your life, and it's just waiting for you to tap into that energy. Really, to be happy. Look at that. We have the sun. You're meant for happiness. You are meant for happiness here, okay? Is there any other messages about that Page of Voices there? Ace of Wands. Allow yourself to be inspired here, because there's a new passionate beginning here, and we have the Ace of Cups. So, and we have two people on the table. So I do see, for those of you who are single, I see the potential here for a new romantic relationship where there's an age gap, okay? And I see the potential for new love or a renewal between you and someone. Now, I'm seeing two things. If you're single, there's someone new coming up here, or there's someone doing a U-turn back to you so that they've realized they want to be with you, and there's a renewal here, okay? And they're coming in for a relationship. They want to be with you every day because you are their dream come true. And I see there could have been pain in the situation in the past, but it seems like if this is someone you've already connected to, especially if you're dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, this person is doing a U-turn because they never really got over you. They've always really waited for an opportunity to be with you. So, and this is happiness here and a new beginning. For others of you, this is someone who is totally new, who has walked away from their own pain, and they've decided with the star here to go after their wish fulfillment and healing in the situation. So I feel, guys, there is a situation here, because the star and the Nine of Cups is all talking about wish fulfillment. There's something you've wished for that you're about to get in your life, okay? Whether this is an experience, a connection, whatever it is you're wanting, you're getting these opportunities here, because especially if you discipline the way you think, and if you change the way you think into more of a positive and the way you manifest, okay? Because there's healing, there's wish fulfillment, there's a long-term goal here that you've been wanting to achieve, and it's yours if you want it, okay? 10 of Pentacles. This could involve wealth or a house or a marriage, a long-term relationship possibly, or having enough money for your grandchildren, your children, having the house you want, the life you want, okay? It's all there for you, but it really just takes really reprogramming the way you're thinking so that you can create that reality. Infinite possibilities, pile number one. That was your reading. It was a pleasure to read for you guys today. Let me know how that resonates for you in the comment section. If it did not, choose another pile. It was a pleasure to read for you guys. Thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. It helps the channel. It helps to bring you more. Extra content is on Patreon. Information for that is in the description box. It was a pleasure to read for everyone today. Bless you. Bye. Until next time. Welcome, pile 2. If you chose Rhodonite, this is going to be your reading. This is what you need to know right now. The number 47 could be relevant to you, as well as the number 11. 47 and 11. Okay. All right. With Rhodonite energy here, I'm seeing love, unconditional love and harmony in relationships. Something about connecting to others easily. Something about reciprocity, being generous. and discovering your hidden talents to share with others. So these seem to be themes here. You need to know something about these themes. So healthy partnerships that benefit everyone, compromise, discovering your purpose as well as you connect, and being with people who allow you the energy to discover your purpose, or being around people who want what's best for you, and the need to foster healthy interdependence versus codependency that is toxic. Okay. So the message coming through, something you need to know about harmonizing relationships, being in relationships, but also being able to be your own person, not losing yourself in relationships, really being able to still follow your purpose and align with people who allow you to be flowing in that energy effortlessly, rather than swimming against a current in relationships, and hence also feeling like you're reaching whatever you need to in life is that much of a struggle, like swimming upstream. Okay, there's no need for that, and there's something you need to know about this. We have our ancient future, and for me, when I see this, it's like there seem to be patterns of thoughts or behaviors that keep repeating what happened in the past and bringing it into your future. And so it's like you're keeping yourself stuck because of a certain thought pattern, or because of certain relationships, or a difficulty in navigating relationships in a way that you feel allowed, or you allow yourself to be vulnerable, to be genuine, to be authentic, to be yourself, without people pleasing, without so there's a need to assert yourself and to get others to compromise as well. And if you're the one with difficulty compromising, there's a need for you to also ask yourself why you do this, because it keeps repeating patterns within relationships that only if you take your time to stop and allow yourself to compromise to a certain degree, then maybe and ask yourself, what is running me subconsciously that is having me hold on to certain things so tightly that I would rather not have anyone in my life, or be like a hermit. But you also have to ask yourself, does this truly make you happy, or do you feel a need to connect? Because for the most part of us, we do feel a need to connect. So if you're disconnected, there's a need to connect. If you're too connected, there's a need to take a step back and ask yourself what is important to you. Are you wearing any masks? Are you playing any roles that don't align with your soul? At the end of the day, they make you tired, or you don't really like to talk the way you talk. You don't really like to be who you're being, or your life, the way it's presented to you as a result of how you present yourself, is not fulfilling in any way, shape, or form. So you need to ask yourself why you keep recreating these patterns in your life. Why does the past keep repeating itself in the future? What is it about your reality that you're not able to change based on the fact that you have become inflexible in your thinking or in the way you're doing things? The number 39 could be relevant to you, as well as the number 3. You're meant to progress out of this state of stagnancy, of push and pull, of there's a stalemate here. Like something has become stale in your life, and if you were happy about it, it wouldn't be coming out in this reading. So there's something that needs to change here. I feel there's a message in pile number 1 for you guys, okay? We have the kiss, and we have 2 people holding hands, and we have the symbolism of the moon. So it could be that there's something you're wanting in terms of a loving relationship. That's what I'm seeing here with the kiss, the moon. There's deep emotions. There's a need to hold hands, to have physical touch. And I'm seeing physical touch and deep emotions. So I'm seeing romance here. Someone here who is wanting romance. And we have the number 60 in Roman numbers there, which 6 plus 0 is also 6. That's Venusian energy. Someone here could have Libra or Taurus in their chart, but someone here, there's something about an ancient connection that carries through into the future. There's someone here who is a higher level soulmate for you, but there's something you need to learn about compromise, healthy interdependency, codependency, harmony, and also being able to be in a loving romantic relationship, but also being able to be your true self and live in your purpose here. That is coming through. There could be something about secret hidden feelings here, or something secret about a connection here. Let's see what's going on here. This is a connection that goes way back. Way back, I mean soul level. You've had many lifetimes together. Your souls know each other. We have Gemini energy here, so you could have Gemini in your chart. Venus, yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Venusian energy, Taurus and Libra, that came through the number 6 there, and enough the number 6 Venus number, and also 6th house energy. So we have Taurus, Libra, Virgo, and Gemini so far as signs coming through. Communication, harmonious communication. It takes daily work. You need to put in the work daily, because sometimes if communication isn't flowing, or if there's something that you need to correct about the way you communicate, it takes work. It's not just something that always flows effortlessly, because all of us carry wounds and trauma and pain that really transform us, and then it's a learning curve to get back to the purity and the innocence of being able to communicate differently away from our traumas. Because whatever happens to us in our life, yes, we can, it's not what happens to us, it's what we do with it. But here's the point where we get to, it's what we do with it. Now, I'm not negating the fact that something happened here, or to you, or to this person, or whatever, but now it's how do you decide to move forward? How do you take responsibility for your own healing? Because if you don't do it, no one else is going to do it for you. No one else is going to come from the bush and all of a sudden want to rescue you. That's not how life works, especially when we're going through things mentally, psychologically, emotionally. The help doesn't just show up like that. And so there's something here that you need to harmonize within yourself, so you can harmonize within a certain relationship or certain relationships. Now we have the Gemini energy there, and that's the twin. So for some of you, this is something to do with your twin flame, okay? But I'm just going to leave it at that. Take what resonates for you. You may not resonate with that at all, which is fine. But there's a need here to see eye to eye, to be on the same page, to really find a common ground to move forward when it comes to your daily expectations, when it comes to what you want your daily life to look like. I'm not even talking about long-term goals now. I'm just talking about what you want your daily life to look like. Ideally, and be able to come to common ground and be on the same page with someone here. And this takes work, this takes dedication, this takes being disciplined and methodical about it, right? It's not just, it doesn't always come naturally, because again, we're all healing something. And so there's a focus and a need to heal here. But I'm also seeing something about you discovering a hidden talent that you may have. And what's coming through is the only way you're going to discover whether this is a talent or not is if you practice enough daily, okay? If you do find some hidden talent, don't just let it lie there. Practice on it daily, okay? That's the advice coming through, because you're meant to create and generate abundance from this talent that you have. Don't just let it lie dormant there. Okay, let's get into the tarot. We have Page of Inspiration. So there's some form of inspiration that you have recently come across, or there's a new passionate beginning here that you're wanting to follow, following your intuition, following a spark of inspiration. I'm seeing a spark of inspiration here. You could have Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries in your chart. Yeah, there's something here that you really, really want to move forward with. You're about to come into a time where you're feeling highly motivated towards something. And if you're feeling highly motivated towards something, chances are this is right for you. It's spirit guiding you in the right direction. And when I mean spirit, I mean your intuition, connected to your higher self, connected to the higher realms, right? So there's somewhere you're passionately wanting to go. And that means that you're meant to go, because that is connected to your intuition here. And you're about to have a surge of motivation and energy toward this 10 of Cups, which is your ultimate emotional fulfillment. It's like your intuition is now guiding you toward your ultimate emotional fulfillment. Now, are you prepared and ready to follow your intuition, or are you going to hold yourself back due to trauma and stuff that happened to you in the past, or past programming and all these belief systems in place that have keeping you stagnant? I see you breaking free from the stalemate here. I do see you really moving forward, because there's this very strong nudge and pull toward what makes you happy. Your intuition is screaming at you right now, and you know exactly what this is, and you're meant to go in that direction, whatever that means for you. Because Ace of Inspiration, there's a new passionate beginning here that is leading you toward your ultimate emotional fulfillment and success in life. So it's a situation where you bring love and love and all other kinds of fulfillment in the same. It's like you get it all here, right? And Knight of Inspiration, it's just something that you feel so drawn to that you can't really stop yourself. And with the Muse of Materials here, which is the King of Pentacles, it means it's also leading you towards stability and abundance and health and wealth. So whatever that intuitive nudge is that you have, whatever that spark of inspiration is that makes you feel alive, it could be connected to a person, okay? And I feel love is behind this and is fueling this in some way, shape, or form. It's definitely someone who wants to hold your hand, or someone who is holding your hand. There could be an age gap here if that is the case, but I do see you being very winning at something here, winning in life, okay? I'm seeing you winning in life. Keep charging forward. I see you reaching a lot of stability here, financially and health-wise as well. The more you move according to your intuition, the more you move in the direction that inspires you, truly inspires you, that lights that really healthy, warm fire in you, that you just know that this is the right direction. So stop doubting your intuition based on fears. It's like knowing the difference between what is ego. Ego is connected to fear, and what is intuition, that is connected to how you feel. So if you want to know the difference between what your intuition is saying and what your ego and your fears are saying, all you have to do is sit with an idea. See how it makes you feel in your body. See how pulled you are in that direction and how it makes you feel to move in that direction. That is your intuition. That is what you need to trust. Does it feel good? Does it feel bad? If it feels good, hold on to that energy. Now start thinking about the pros and the cons and the way to get there and everything that could interfere. That is your fear and your ego bringing down and breaking down your intuition, right? Bringing in all the fears of what could go wrong. And of course, you know, ego and fear and fight or flight mode serve us very well in situations where there's actual danger. But if we are making up the dangers of what could happen in the future and we're not there yet and we're still afraid and we're still fearful, that is your ego. Those are your fears speaking up, and those are silencing your intuition, basically. Okay, so pile number 2, I feel this is the message that you needed right now. Let me know how that resonates for you in the comment section. It was a pleasure to read for you guys today. Oh, there's another message coming through. If you're looking for stable, long-term, passionate, emotional connection with someone, this is happening. There's stability here, and this is happening for you. Okay, just that final message here. It was a pleasure to read for you guys today. Thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing. It helps the channel. It helps to bring me more. Extra content is on Patreon. Information for that is in the description box. It was a pleasure to read for you guys today. Bless you all. See you sometime soon. Bye. Until next time. Welcome, pile 3. You chose the citrine. The number 17 could be relevant to you, as well as number 8. Here's what you need to know right now. So first of all, what you need to know is that you're about to step into a very joyful, prosperous, abundant, stable era in your life. So that's good. I see a lot of joy coming through. I see a lot of stability, prosperity, and just really feeling good. High vibration energy here. The number 17 could be relevant. August 17th, August 8th could be significant in some way, shape, or form to you. This is a very joyful, prosperous, abundant, stable era in your life. So that's good. I see a lot of joy coming through. I see a lot of stability, prosperity, and just really feeling good. High vibration energy here. The number 17 could be relevant. August 17th, August 8th could be significant in some way, shape, or form to you. I see you just letting go of a lot of negativity, being able to, maybe this is the result of your own work of freeing yourself from negative thoughts. So I see you're already on a higher octave here, or you're heading there very, very soon. Pile number 3, sacral chakra, core of creation. Yeah, I love these colors here because this means that you're going to feel alive, motivated, energized. Just this surge of vital energy and just joy. The joy to be able to free yourself from the shackles of a blocked, like creator's block, right? Or blocked between yourself and your body, and blocked like from your own sensuality, low libido kind of energy, just feeling drained. And so there's a rebirth, there's a phoenix rising from the ashes energy here. There's like maybe you didn't even believe this would be able to happen to you again. You just felt like you were going to feel drained and bogged down and heavy and for forever. You thought this was it, but there's like a rebirth going on here, and it's like you're going to surprise yourself, you're going to surprise others. Maybe you saw yourself as a failure, maybe you saw others, even maybe you have this idea that that's how other people see you, but it's like there's a rebirth, there's a new you, there's a reinvented you where you woke up and you said, "What? Wait a second, I can feel young again. I can still do things. There's still time. It's never too late." Whatever this energy is, you're being rejuvenated from the core, from your core, from your solar plexus chakra outward. I'm seeing all the chakras involved here with all these colors, but I'm seeing it coming from the yellow, from the core. There's something that you're doing to strengthen your sense of self-worth and self-confidence, and it's giving you the courage to really live life differently, to take the reins of your life and really move forward. And it's influencing and it's permeating and it's infecting the rest of your chakras. So there's an alignment. Just because you chose to work on your core issues, what was keeping you in low self-worth, what was keeping your confidence levels down, what was keeping you from taking action from your heart space, the definition of courage, what was keeping you away? And so there was some kind of healing, or you're being called to do this healing right now. Maybe this is what you need to know, is that you need to heal your solar plexus chakra, you need to heal your sense of self-worth, self-confidence, to have the courage to live the life that truly is aligned with who you are to your core and your soul. Now, if you are looking for energy healing, I do energy healing Zoom sessions one-on-one. Information for that, just send me an email. My email is in the description box. It is 5 1s, not 4. It's cosmology11111@gmail.com, not cosmology1111. Okay, a lot of people get that wrong and send the email to the wrong place. The number 3, there's a sense of progression and evolution going on in your energy. You're meant to be happy. You're meant to be creating. I see if you've been experiencing creative block, that will be removed. There's something about you needing to be lighter, to take yourself less seriously, to take life less seriously. If you've been working too hard, doing too much for other people, there's a need to work less. It's almost like less is more. Work smart, not hard kind of energy. Allow yourself downtime, allow yourself the rest, allow yourself the play, the leisure, because it's in those moments where those things that we're trying so hard to get solutions for, creative solutions for, once we're just focused on the problem, that doesn't come. So it's once you take your mind, okay, now you know what the problem is. You've tried twice or 3 times or thrice, right, on the same thing, and you still don't have the solution. It's time to snap out of it, go do something else, because it's in that interval that you really find the solution. When you're really not thinking about it, it suddenly comes to you. That's the kind of energy you need to be in, that you're being called to be in. Also, you may be focused on the negatives, and it's time for you to focus on the positives. If you're focused on what you perceive to be your shadows or your shortcomings, start focusing on your strengths. And one day you're going to look at your shadows and you can also see how they can turn into strengths at the right time. And so again, you're not taking yourself so seriously. You're not so heavy about yourself. We all have shadow. We all have light. We all have strengths. We all have weaknesses. Now it's just a matter of integrating and learning and just being lighthearted and not pressuring ourselves, not being too hard on ourselves. And that's the moment when I feel, in a snap moment, everything changes for you. So I really feel that you're doing something here to heal your core, your sacral, your solar plexus chakra, that then will heal your entire energy center system in a way that everything will be aligned, so that you can create the life that you want to create, so that you can be in this higher frequency of energy that is the energy of joy, that is the closest to love and peace, right? So that's the energy I'm seeing you guys in here. We have the poet. Okay, so the number 7 could be relevant to you. The number 7 has to do with your spiritual path, okay? And there's something very poetic about your path here. Something about living a very poetic life, something that you're meant to create. There is a hidden artist in you. If you don't blatantly know that you're an artist, I feel that this is hidden in you, and I see that there's something here that you're meant to express in a rather poetic way, be that in poetry, writing, or songwriting, or just the way you live your life can be a lot more poetic. There's a way of telling the truth in a way that is not so heavy. I also heard this, the truth you're telling yourself. How heavy are you making your story to be, and how can you lighten up that story for yourself moving forward? And there's also maybe something here that you're meant to share with the world about the written word, or something that you're meant to speak or write down, that you're meant to create, to do with words and communication here, that could bring a lot of people joy. Something about a poetic approach or view on things. These two hands are also holding what looks to be like an oracle sphere kind of crystal ball. And so there's something about you are psychic, you're clairvoyant, you are wise, and you have this timeless knowledge and wisdom within you that you can really use to inspire other people. And I feel you're meant to do this in some way. There's this shamanic energy about you that is very, very healing. It's like you heal with your words. And you are like this bridge between the higher realms and the lower realms of the 3D to bring in this information that will help other people. North Node, your destiny, your life purpose. So there's something you need to find out about your life purpose. If you don't know what your life purpose is yet, I do life purpose reports based on your tropical natal astrological charts. So that may be something you would benefit looking into. The number 4, 4th house, Cancerian energy, okay? You could have Cancerian energy in your chart, or Gemini. So there's something very strongly coming through about communication here. You could have important placements in Gemini or Cancer. You could be a Gemini-Cancer cusper, or you could be Gemini in Vedic and Cancer in tropical astrology. It could be that, again, your life purpose could be connected to communication. I do see that in some way, shape, or form. There's either a book, a blog, a YouTube channel, or something you're meant to speak, or a course, or even something you're meant to teach as well, maybe as a teacher even, that you're meant to share in some way, or through poetry. But there's something about the depths of the subconscious here that is coming out that needs to be shared here, or needs to be addressed here, because it's somehow blocking you. And so unblocking this subconscious block here, there's a need for that here. And it's something to do with your childhood, your roots, or something to do with a mother figure here that needs to be unblocked. Now, for some of you, it is part of your life purpose to be a mother, if that is the position that you're in and wanting. For others of you, it's working with children, or when I say children, I say very young children, like babies, okay? Something to do with nursing, birthing, doula energy, cooking. I'm also seeing possibly, for some of you, it's a cooking channel or a cooking book. Interesting. Teaching about healthy ways to cook, or cooking for babies, something like that. It's very specific for some of you, but it's not going to be the same for all of you. Others of you, there's poetry around babies and motherhood, or young children as well, because Gemini is that very young, childlike, also teenage energy. And I'm seeing here. So something about teenagers and childhood, something that you're meant to unblock from your own childhood, from your own teenagehood, that is coming through here. Two of materials. Yeah, it's like right now you feel like you may not have enough, or you're juggling finances, or you're just feeling overwhelmed, or you're needing to make a decision here of what makes you happy with the sun. And with the sun here, this lady, she's pregnant. So it's like there's something, you're either pregnant or you have something gestating within you in terms of a project here. But with that sacral chakra and the sun here, I'd say many people watching this video, you guys could be pregnant, and you need to know that and maybe get tested to make sure. Whatever this is, if this is a pregnancy, this is a very happy pregnancy, this is a very healthy child. And but there needs to be a decision here. Going back to the decision, for those of you who are not pregnant, who don't resonate with that, there's a decision here about what makes me happy right now. It could be that you're juggling back and forth with the decision. And we have the Lovers here, so it could have something to do with a higher level soulmate. Gemini and Leo energy so far. There's a decision. Ooh, okay. And we have the Ten of Pentacles, of permanence, of long-term happiness. Right, okay. Six of Materials. You want more balance in your life. You want equal give and take. And you're not settling for less, okay? Gemini energy so far, Cancerian so far are the strongest. With the number 7, we have Libra, and the number 10, October. So Leo as well. Okay, so what you need to know right now is that you're aligning your energy, and you're destined to be with a soulmate, to be wealthy, to be happy, and to have a very long-term stable connection here, and to have a lot of balance in your life. What do you need to know right now? Please clarify the Two of Materials. Knight of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. You need to take action here, or someone is taking action. The Emperor, taking the reins of your life, feeling empowered, feeling strong, and making the right moves. Aries energy. Three of Cups, a reunion, or needing to decide between two people for some of you. Knowing that you need to leave something behind that maybe has been stable to gain your own sense of stability, and the stability that is right for you. To be in the right energy, there's something you need to leave behind. Now it could be partying, it could be drinking, it could be an addiction, it could be a person, in favor of something stable, of something that would truly bring balance, happiness, stability, health, love into your life, okay? So there's an upcoming decision, or someone's deciding on you, but there's a sense of the outcome of this is stability, but you need to focus on what your purpose is. You need to clearly communicate, and you need to have the courage, or someone is going to have the courage to make a decision here, whatever that means in your scenario. Now, this may seem a little bit confused, but what I do see here is even if there's something stable that you're leaving behind, you're going to be able to replicate that stability in the future, and it's not so far into the future. So if you're worried about financial loss, you will be able to recover whatever little bit you lose in a short amount of time, if this is making sense. I see this ability to turn things around very quickly. But it's like you need to know what it is that you want. Be very clear about what it is you want. So I feel there's a message in pile number 1 for you guys if you're struggling to really understand what it is you want and gain clarity. That was your reading, pile number 3. It was a pleasure to read for you guys today. Let me know if this resonates for you in the comment section. If it did not, choose another pile. Take what resonates, leave what does not. Thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing. It helps the channel. It helps me bring you more. Extra content is on Patreon. Information for that is in the description box. It was a pleasure to read for you guys today. Bless you all. See you sometime soon. Bye. Till next time.